Hey, hey, what is up, collective? It's your girl, Tracy. Thanks for coming back to join me at Ascension 225 Tarot and Oracle. I really appreciate you coming back and joining me, and I get to feel all of your great energy. I really appreciate that. Not feeling, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so bear with me if my energy may be a little bit low, but I at least wanted to get the Pisces, the water sign readings out since we are now smack dab in the new moon in Pisces, which happened at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, I'm feeling under the weather, so I am um, drinking elderberry tea. This is a great tea, and it's straight elderberry, which is always great for your immune system. And it's Buddha teas, and you can find these anywhere. I'm not a paid spokesperson. I just drink the tea. But anyway, if you hear me sniffle or cough, it's just I caught something the other day, and I guess it's just kind of caught up with me. So anyway, all right, but we're here together. We're vibing. All is good. A little housekeeping. This is a collective reading. This is for the water signs this evening. And when I say collective, that's for thousands and thousands of water signs out there. Okay. So if you need a personal reading that is particular to your own energy and what's going on in your life, please hit me up in the About Me section. If you want to know more about me, there's an intro video on there somewhere. If you'd like to donate and support my new channel, my PayPal information is in the About Me section. I'm always looking for great tarot decks and, other types of oracle decks to do my divination. So, and I thank you in advance for your thoughtfulness and kindness. Let's see. This is where we come, we vibe. There's no judgment, get you something to smoke, get you something to drink, whatever, and vibe with me for a little bit. So anyway, I've done all the signs, but I didn't want to say, I saved the best for last because, that would be biased. But I saved the Pisces for last because today is the day, like I said, for the new moon to be in Pisces, right? And let me tell you a little bit about what's going on with this new moon, guys, in case you don't know. So, the Pisces sign is a mutable water sign and is also the last sign of the zodiac and is plugged into the collective unconscious. So it's plugging into the collective unconscious and the world of dreams during this new moon cycle, making this lunation, I love that word, making this lunation potent for the most magical aspect of astrology. Do you know what that is? Do you know what the most magical aspect of astrology is? I'm going to tell you. Manifestation, all in capital letters, underline, 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 exclamation point, maybe another exclamation point. Manifestation, guys. I mean, 2020 was a hell of a year, and it was a year of self-realization, it forced you to look in the mirror and look at yourself, look at your life, what you need to do better, what you no longer need in your life, whatever the case may have been for your situation, right? But there's been great change over the last 2 years. So now it's time to get back to manifesting the things that you want and desire in your life for your spiritual growth, right? And for unlimited joy and happiness. I mean, why are we on this earth? We're not here to be miserable, right? We're here to be healers and teachers and all kinds of stuff, right? We're supposed to be joyous and happy, weeping endures for the day, or for the night, but joy comes in the morning, right? So spirit doesn't want anybody out there feeling any kind of way. We're here to be joyous spirits and to keep awakening our spirits, right? As we co-create with the divine. So anyway, so this is the season for manifestation. And, I'm going to tell you my story in just a second, but manifestation means write it down, right? Write a letter to yourself, write it down somewhere, put it somewhere sacred, somewhere special, walk away from it, come back to it 3 months from now, 6 months from now, or a year from now, whatever, right? And see what has actually manifested from those written words, right? Because like those written words are kind of like a commitment to yourself, and you're making an agreement. Your spirit's making that agreement with the divine that you guys are going to co-create on making these things happen. So yeah, or you can make a vision board, so you can visually see it every day, and you can focus and marinate on those things. There are all kinds of different ways to do that. You can journal your manifestations. I mean, whatever works for you, then that's the most important thing, right? Okay, so my story, Reader's Digest version in 2019, here I am, I'm in my 50s, right? I decide, or spirit said, okay, this is what we're going to do right now. We need to grow you up, right? And so we're going to send you to yoga certification school. So I got my 200 hour in 2019. Then I started my 300 hour, and then COVID hit. So I got halfway through 300 and everything just crashed and burned, right? That big tower moment. So I'm like, okay, gosh, maybe I wasn't destined, to get my 300. I just don't know if this is ever going to happen. But then, in the beginning of 2021, my yoga instructor and the owner of the studio says, hey, Tracy, guess what? The class is getting back together. We're going to finish what we started. And before I could even have a thought process, my answer, she was like, are you in? I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm in. I had no idea how the hell I was going to pay for it, because it's like $5,000. I had no idea how I was going to pay for it, where the money was going to come from, but I knew my spirit was like, hell yeah, we're going to do this shit. Okay. So anyway, at the beginning of class in 2021, we wrote a letter to ourselves, stating what we would like to accomplish with this continued journey into yoga and meditation and spiritual awakening, right? And so we graduated 2 weeks ago. She gives us our letters back while we're in meditation circle, and she was like, okay, we're going to read our letters. I'm like, oh my God, now I'm scared. I'm shaking. I'm like, what did I write? I don't even remember, And lo and behold, I opened my letter, and one of the top things on there was, in the next year or so, my dream is to start my own YouTube channel, reading tarot and using my spiritual gifts, right? Not to waste them or squander them. And that is exactly what happened 2 weeks ago, right before my graduation. So it's just all of it. It was just so synchronistic. I have a problem with that word. I'm sorry. It was just synchronicity right there for me. You know what I'm saying? To be able to read those words that I wrote over a year ago, and I had no idea that it was going to come to fruition. So believe me when I tell you that manifestations and co-creating with the Holy Spirit, it will bear fruit. It will come to fruition. You reap what you sow, right? So anyway, so that's what we're going to do, gang. We are going to do some manifestations, right? We're going to make, whether it's love, a new job, branching out on your own business, writing a book. I just did a personal reading for somebody the other day, and she was wondering if she should write that book. And the answer was yes. Spirit was like, yes, move forward. And so, and one of the things that, we really talked about was really tuning in to that solar plexus, because that's where Holy Spirit speaks to us. You know, when people say, "Oh, I felt it in my gut," you know, or I was feeling this way in my gut said this. That is the voice of the divine trying to communicate with you. So, and that's where intuition comes from. So, tuning into that, trusting that, right, is something that some of us definitely have to learn over time. You know, because sometimes a lot of us, like me, we don't trust anything or anybody, right? But trusting spirit has only brought me huge dividends, right, and abundance in many different ways. So let me stop talking. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to talk a little bit more before the end of this video about the new moon in Pisces. Give me a minute to take a sip of my tea. Okay, so I'm so glad that you guys are with me this evening. And if you could please do me a favor, if you like my vibe, please do me a favor, hit the like button, guys, because it really helps my brand new channel of 2 weeks grow. And growth is key, right? Spread the message. You know, I'm a healer, and I heal through yoga and meditation, but I also heal through tarot and other divinations. So if you like me, support me, and it's a give and take situation. I really appreciate that. So, like I said, we're gonna do our water signs. Dun, da, 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 in honor of our Pisces. We're going to start reading first for the Pisces. And tonight, I'm going to ask Holy Spirit for seven to 8 cards for each of the water babies. And sometimes it's just a clear story, you know, sometimes just the overall information is what's needed. And sometimes digging and digging and digging, sometimes it's just not my bag. I mean, I will dig because I'm nosy, of course, but sometimes if spirit says, okay, that's it, then that's it, right? If I need to clarify and spirit says clarify, that's when I clarify. So I'm just giving you an idea of how I roll, how I do my thing here. Okay, so I am using the Modern Witch Tarot. Love this deck. And this is going to be the 7 or 8 cards. And if I need clarification, I've got my, are these my Truth Seekers? I don't remember what these are. My first deck. These cards never lie. I love this deck. What else? Oh, yeah. And then in the end, guys, I will give you a life path message, right? Because this is going to be the new moon the week of March 2nd through the 7th. So I might make yours March 3rd through the 8th. But this is the Oracle map, the Enchanted Map Oracle deck by Colleen Baron Reed. And these are life path messages, and these apply to every aspect of your life. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right. Holy Spirit, we are tapping in and tuning in to our Pisces water babies, born February 19th through March 20th. Can you please, this is the new moon in Pisces, Holy Spirit. We want to know what the energy is looking like for Pisces from March 3rd through March 8th. Can you give us any indication? A few more cards, Holy Spirit, for the Pisces born February 19th through March the 20th. This is the week of March 3rd. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll get one more. 1 or 2 more cards, Holy Spirit, for our beautiful fish. What do you have for our Pisces? Okay, there we go. All right, let's see what we got here. Almost kind of leaning that way, so it's just kind of like leaning towards the future. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shit, what's up? All right. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, Pisces, I hope you can see these cards. Just the light a little bit. Hold on, Pisces. I don't know if the music's too loud or not, guys. Let me know if it is. Turn the music down a bit. Okay, Pisces. I'm not sure what your situation, your sitch is right now. It appears that there's something major. Either it's about to happen, it's already happened, or it's coming. But we've got some in the Pisces collective that judgment are receiving judgment or about to receive judgment. So that the karmic wheel is spinning, and Pisces, I'm not really sure. Are you on the top side of the karmic wheel, or are you on the bottom side of karmic wheel, where smackdown might be imminent if you're not getting it already? I'm not sure. Got the magician card. The magician card. This is somebody who is able to manifest whatever they put their mind to, right? Using all of the elements, air, fire, water, earth, to manifest whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? It could also be somebody that has spiritual gifts as well. But mostly it's somebody who's able to manifest. Remember, we were talking about manifesting a few minutes ago? We all need to be magicians in our lives, right? Whatever your desires are for your life, for your future, for love, for your job, whatever. We in when we co-create with the divine, there's so much that we can manifest, right? Somebody's in this King of Cups type of energy. This could be male or female. It doesn't matter the genitalia. It just matters, the energy. And this person's got, King of Cups energy, and that is, yes, a leader, however, very loving, warm, in pretty in a healthy, balanced person, of course. Somebody who is able to be emotionally balanced, right? And reciprocate in relationships, not just with love relationships, but any type of relationship. Reciprocate with that warmness and that love. And this reminds me of you, Pisces. It's like your energy, like you see the fish right here jumping out of the water, right? Yeah. We have a crossing card right here, and this is the Page of Swords. The crossing energy really is like the focus of at least this row, and that is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a knight energy, which, is pretty young energy. Either it's a young person, or if it's an older person, maybe somebody who may be emotionally young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or, maybe there's somebody who has that young energy, would like to communicate. I don't know if you guys are in communication, but swords are all about communicating, right? Um, communication from a page, though, could be a little tricky, because it would be kind of like talking possibly to a child, or maybe these are just brand new conversations that need to be had. So pick your poison. I'm not sure. If you are not in contact, then this person's checking you out on your social media, um, basically kind of like spying to see what's going on in your life. So I don't know what may be going on, Pisces. But let's drop down to the second row. I see an Empress. Somebody's an Empress energy. So who is this Empress? Is somebody in the energy of this Empress receiving judgment? Did something happen with someone and this Empress? I don't know if it was this King of Cups, right? And the Empress, I'm not sure, but something seems a little sideways right now, that somebody's actually, like, if you're not in communication, they're keeping up with you through your social media. And somebody's definitely going through some karmic judgment, or about to go through some karmic judgment. So I'm not sure. And the Empress, the Empress is an upright energy, right? And I mean upright in their moral code, right? She encompasses the energy of all four of the queens, right? But she's a balanced leader, a balanced wife, mother, all that, right? She has her shit together. That's why she's the Empress. There's a lot of copycats out there that try to be the Empress, but you can tell the fugazi from the real, right? So I cannot see an Empress receiving judgment for something ill that they may have done. Now, this could be good judgment in her favor, right? So only if this is your story, then you know evidently what is going on in your world. The reason why I was asking what happened was because we have an unexpected turn of events where this tower blew the fuck up. People are flying. Look, this lady literally is impaled because she fell the wrong way and out of this tower. Like, this stuff is going down. And in this crown right here, this is divine. Like, okay, divine steps in, we're gonna make some shit fall and crash and burn. What's falling, crashing, and burning in your collective, Pisces? What happened? But if that is the case, though, the finishing card, Pisces, is a brand new world, like a brand new life, brand new possibilities, brand new manifestations, brand new everything. Brand new everything, child. I'm just saying. Take it. It's yours. Manifest it. It's yours. Dream it. It's yours. It's a brand new world. Because Spirit bought down whatever tower this is, whatever that represents for you, and a new world is about to begin, and it's going to be glorious. So Pisces, I think we should get clarification though on let's get clarification on judgment and like the tower. Holy Spirit, well, most times I shuffle the cards, I just basically let them fall where they want. And unless it's a big freaking pile, that one's about to fall. Holy Spirit, what else can you tell us about the cards on the table? Let the cards fall with it. May. All right, let's stop there. And normally when I shuffle the cards, they typically fall where they're supposed to fall. You know what I'm saying? Where Spirit wants them to fall. So there's some stuff going on. Yeah, there's some stuff going on, but let's see. Okay. All right, so Pisces, somebody, the Strength card came out, right? To the side, to the left of the Judgment. It came out in reverse, which somebody's not feeling very strong at this time. Like they don't feel empowered, they don't feel strong, they don't feel capable, right? For whatever reason. Maybe it is because they are receiving judgment, and sometimes, depending on what happened, good or bad, I mean, well, depending on what happened, I would say if it was good karma, then, you know, some of these cards wouldn't be here. So I am showing that somebody may be on the downside of karma, and it might be harsh. And I've been through bad karma before. I'm sure other people in the collective have had their share of bad karma, and it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. It's harsh, right? It hits you in your pocketbook. It can hit you in your health. It can hit you in every aspect of your life, right? And it is so uncomfortable and never fun. So I feel like that's what somebody in the Pisces collective or the Pisceans out there themselves, some may be feeling this way. The Five of Wands in reverse fell on the Magician, this person who's able to manifest. So maybe there may have been some conflict and chaos and competition pertaining to this person, right? And now that is no longer a factor, or that is diminishing in that energy. We got the Hangman in reverse on the King of Cups, as well as the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, the Hangman in reverse for the King of Cups. So this King of Cups energy is feeling like weary, and this goes back to the Strength card being in reverse, not feeling strong, not feeling empowered. They're Nine of Wands, weary warrior, and also they need to be in the Hangman status, but maybe they're not getting anything from being in the Hangman status, and that's when Spirit basically is trying to get your attention, right? Trying to drop some knowledge on you, trying to drop some downloads on you, but you know, you see this halo around this person's head. It's like downloads from Spirit, like they can't move. Only one leg is tied up, right? but they're completely immobile, and they're getting all these downloads from spirit into their spirit. But if it's in the reverse, it's possible this person is not even trying to listen, right? Or maybe they're trying to avoid going into the hangman status, which is self-reflection, you know, basically looking at your shit is pretty much what the hangman is for a lot of people. Okay, and so I'm wondering, is this weary warrior also the stalker over here, this page of swords, who would like to come in and communicate? All right, and then what dropped on the tower is the star card, which is all about, you know, going through life's trials and tribulations, but remaining balanced. This being here has one foot in the water and one foot on land, right? Water is emotion, land is our foundation, right? Where we feel grounded, you know, and she's balanced, right? Even all the shit she's been through, she's still able to maintain that emotional and mental, physical balance, right? Because she's guided by spirit and and the ancestors. When I say her, it could be male or female, it's just energy. And their ancestors, right? It's a healing energy. It's also an energy of manifestations as well, right? Because we all go through dark times, but it's the healing, the process of healing is where a lot of the lessons are learned. And then what fell on that is the Two of Wands. You know, this person's looking at a globe, standing in between two wands. Which direction? Which direction now? You know, is this the start of something new? After the tower fell and the healing happened, right? The star, you know, which direction, or a new direction? And this Empress is looking at all of this, you know what I'm saying? She could be the one getting this new, you know what I'm saying? And then on the world, oh my God, Pisces. This landed on the world. King of Cups much? Ooh, okay, okay. Empress. Look. At least she's not paired with a page or a knight, okay? I mean, come on. He's working his way to emperor status, right? He's the loving king, right? And he just want to give the empress some love, right? It's all good. I love it. She needs some new. And, you know, also fell on the world card is, you know, conflict. There evidently was, or maybe still is, some sort of conflict going on. Or maybe walking away from the conflict, I don't know. Or maybe standing there with everybody else's sword in your hand, being smug and arrogant. I don't know. Competitive. Ooh, is there competition for the Empress between the King of Cups and the... Wait a minute. The King of Cups showed up twice. Ooh. Okay, what's going on? Maybe he can redeem himself, or is this a new King of Cups? Pisces, it's getting spicy. Anyway, look, that's it for the clarifications, guys. You know your story, and I just read the energy, and that's it, okay? All right, so let us move on to the next. I will do the life path cards at the end for the whole collective, okay? All fire signs, because you might get something out of the cards across the board. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So, who are we going to do now? We're going to do Cancer. Holy Spirit, let's tap in and tune in to the Cancer collective, born June 21st through July 22nd. They're the crab, Holy Spirit. What can you tell us as they go into this new moon in Pisces? We're going to tag this March the 3rd through March the 8th. Give us some of the energy that you want our Cancers to know over the next 5 days, Holy Spirit. Any advice? Guidance, messages? Come on, Holy Spirit. What do you got for the Cancers for the week of March 3rd through March 8th? What do you need them to know? Somebody's like tight-lipped or something. I don't know. It was like, wow, that card went flying. What else you got, Holy Spirit, for our Cancers? A few more shuffles from June 21st through July 21st, Holy Spirit. What would you like our crabbies? What would you like our crabbies to know? All right. Oh, let me see how many cards I got. All right. Holy Spirit, can you give me one or two more cards for our crab collective, please? Our Cancer collective. What do you need them to see right now that can guide them or advise them? Whoa. Holy Spirit, can you please give me one or two more cards for our Cancer collective, please? Okay, thank you. Ooh. Well, let's see. Okay. It was more like that. Okay. Oh, shoot. Cancers. What is going on, y'all? You know what? I didn't even timestamp today. Anyway, I'll do that later. Cancers, what in the Sam Hill is going on here? Okay. All right, let's just start at the top. We're starting off with the Five of Swords, and that is conflict, right? Fighting, chaos. This person standing here and took their swords away from them in the fight, and now standing there kind of, gloating a little bit because they feel victorious. But anyway, it's fighting and conflict. Page of Swords, Page, young energy. Looks like this could be maybe a new communication with somebody, or if you're not in communication with anyone, then or you're no longer talking, let's just say that, then this person would like to communicate with you. Maybe they are afraid to talk to you at this time, but they are certainly stalking you on your social media, for sure. So, yeah. But anyway, watch for those fake accounts, right? And people you don't know that just pop up, and you're like, who that? because you got a King of Cups. This is normally the king of love, right? Amore, right? Warm heart, sweet, loving, kind, emotionally balanced, good father, good partner, all of the above. This Joker is in the reverse. This guy's a dick. Literally doesn't care about anybody but themselves. Not warm, not fuzzy, not nothing. Could possibly be a narcissist. So somebody is in reversed King of Cups, like wowzer. And then we drop to the second level, and then we've got somebody feeling like this, like, damn, my head hurts. Why do I have to deal with this today? Somebody either is not feeling well physically, right? Maybe their head hurts, their stomach hurts, I don't know. Or maybe they're feeling unwell mentally, or maybe they're stressed, right? They just want to be like in a meditative state. Maybe they need to be in a meditative state. Maybe they need to call in off for the day. Yo, I can't make it today. I'm not feeling good. Right? Yeah, one of them days. Somebody's going through something. The good thing is, we see the Fool, which is a crossing card, right? Crossing card is very strong energy. Pretty much the crossing energy for at least this row for sure. Taking a leap of faith, right? This Fool is about to literally take a step off of a cliff, right? And doesn't care. He has that one sliver of hope and faith in the divine, that he's pretty sure that if I do this, God's got my back. Right? Now, there's a difference between being a very impulsive fool who doesn't put any thought process into just jumping out there, and you know what I'm saying, that could cause a problem. But somebody who's actually marinated on it, prayed on it, asked spirit for guidance, right? Before they say, yes, I'm going to take this new leap of faith. I'm going to take this fool's journey and starting at zero again. A new chapter in my life. And there he goes. So that's great overall energy that's crossing the energy, because right now somebody seems to be going through judgment. We got this for Pisces too, so I don't know if this is just in, with the water collective, over the last, few days or hours or whatever, but the judgment. So somebody is receiving some sort of karmic justice, universal law, right? And then we have a 7 of Pentacles, right? Upright. It's you see, it's you reap what you sow. Like, you tend to your garden, you love your garden, you fertilize your garden, then the bounty, the harvest, more than likely is going to be fantastic, right? But reverse, this is somebody who literally probably peed on their garden and then got mad when, there was no bounty, there was nothing to harvest, right? Because they didn't nurture their garden, and that garden could apply to anything that is special in your life, that means something to you in your life. So if this is something that was meaningful to somebody, it's not anymore. They maybe that's why there's judgment here, because maybe they didn't tend to their garden and now they're reaping what they've sown. Do we want to clarify a few cards? Let's see. Holy Spirit, this is for the Cancer Collective. Please let the cards fall where they may. I just need a few cards of clarification, Holy Spirit, for the Cancer Collective. Oh, that's way too many. Way too many. For the Cancer Collective, let the cards fall where they're supposed to fall, Holy Spirit. What clarifying messages would you like for the Cancer Collective? Similar to the frickin' Pisces reading. Anything else, Holy Spirit, that... that's a lot. I'm not taking all those. Nope. How about this bottom row, Holy Spirit? All right. Strength card is in the hidden energy. So whatever you're going through, Spirit's saying, be strong. Okay, let's see, y'all. Yes, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. Some. Okay. Okay. All right, so we'll just go over the clarifying cards very quickly. All right, so we have 2 Five of Swords cards up here, right? Let me just show you what this looks like. 2 Five of Swords cards from 2 different decks, right? Which this is reemphasizing the fact that there was conflict and chaos going on somewhere in the mix, fighting, upheaval. Okay. And then you've got the Nine of Wands, which is the weary warrior, which would make sense. After all this fighting and conflict, it will definitely make you feel like the weary warrior, right? I'm sure we've all been in those relationships where it's like, oh my God, ugh, whatever. Whether that's a love relationship, friend relationship, whatever, relationships are relationships, right? And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. This is very, very similar to the Pisces reading. They had the Hangman in reverse as well. So straight up, the Hangman is like this, right? And he's got this halo around his head, receiving all those digital downloads from the higher power, right? Just kind of being forced by Spirit in a way, like his foot's tied up, he can't go nowhere, right? So Spirit's like, just chill, I got something to tell you, right? Just shut up and listen. But it's in the reverse, so somebody's definitely not receiving those downloads or wanting to receive those downloads that Spirit is trying to give them. I see them being resistant, you know, maybe because they're basically have this page energy, which is like young, immature, emotionally immature energy, but definitely somebody who wants to communicate. But Spirit's got them in the hangman status because evidently there was a lot of freaking chaos and conflict going on over here. And a tower, boom, landed on the freaking in between the Page of Swords and the upside down King of Cups. The tower hit, people are falling out of buildings, major disruption, right? The crossing card, though, is the Six of Swords. Somebody in this scenario got in their water taxi, their water Uber, right? And they decided to sail away from choppy ass waters. I'm tired of this conflict, chaos, fighting and drama, towers falling and all this shit, upside down King of Cups. What the hell? It could be a Queen of Cups. It just the energy. And they decided to get in their water Uber and get the hell up out of there. That is the crossing energy. That is the strongest energy right there. Somebody said, sayonara, sucker. Tell me if this is your story, Cancer. All right, so, jeez. And then, like, kind of like underneath the crossing card of the Fool, we have a Queen of Wands, who, you know, is a very passionate queen, you know what I'm saying? She might have some spiritual gifts. You see that black cat right there? She might have some spiritual gifts. She's ruled by her passions, right? Which she's a healthy queen. She can definitely, you know, put all of those passions, whether they're sexual passions or passions to rule the kingdom, put them in their respective places, right? Balanced. But when she's not, then she can be like the other woman, or, you know, very loose in the pants, or whatever. So not somebody who you may want to bring home to mama. But anyway, I'm just saying. So we got the Queen of Wands, somebody, I don't know who this pertains to, and we've got the Page of Cups, somebody wanting to offer a cup of love. And here we go with the freaking page energy again. We have the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. Look at this immature energy. Here, take my cup of love. Oh, don't mind the frog and the dirty ass water. Are you serious? Really? I know this Page of Cups is not trying to come at this Queen of Wands, because that's just tomfoolery right there. Anywho, we got the Judgment, and in between the Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles, somebody not tending to their gardens, we have also the Four of Cups. Spirit saying, here, take this cup of love, okay? And take this cup and this cup and this cup, and this person sitting there like a petulant little child, right? Entitled look on their face, saying, you know what, Spirit, screw that. I don't want that shit. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. All right. Spirit said, okay, I'll try it. Well, all right then. No worries. No worries. And that may be the reason why they have a Seven of Pentacles energy, right? Not tending to their garden. If it's a garden of love, then maybe they don't. If they're in this page energy, then I could see where there may be an issue with love and being, you know, doing it in an adult fashion. Anyhow, that's it. That is it for the consoles. I'm sending you guys love and light, whatever you're going through. You know, this too shall pass. Stay in the Hangman, or ask Spirit for those downloads, right? That you need in order to have some clarity on your on your situation. That's a spiritual belch. Yeah. Because there's too many Five of Swords energy going on. Too much. Okay, Cancers, thank you. I love you guys. And lastly, we've got, want to talk already? All right, Holy Spirit. Now we've got our Scorpios. I was the only Gemini growing up in a house of Scorpios, and I caught hell. I grew up with 3 Scorpios in the house. I caught hell. All right, but I love you guys. You guys are wonderful human beings, very kind, generous, and giving. You don't want to get stung by a scorpion, though. Okay. Holy Spirit, we're going to tap in and tune in to our Scorpio collective. the Scorpion, born October 23rd through November 21st, Holy Spirit. What messages would you like to give our Scorpio collective from March 3rd through March 8th? What? I see this tower one more freaking time. My God, water signs, what's going on? What is going on? What information would you like to relay to the Scorpio collective March 3rd through the 8th, Holy Spirit? What do you need them to know? What do you need them to know? Words of advice, right? Guidance. Scorpio collective, born October 23rd through March 21st, Holy Spirit. Please give us a few more cards of what you would like to communicate to the Scorpio collective, March 3rd through March 8th. If they turn over in my deck, I take them. All right, Holy Spirit, I think we just need like one more card. Okay. Okay. Scorpio, glad you're here. Thank you for joining me tonight. We're starting off with a Six of Swords. Normally the Six of Swords in the upright is somebody that getting into their water Uber and moving away from choppy waters to smoother seas, right? But it's in the reverse. So maybe it could be an energy in your, it could be you or energy in your space that would like to maybe turn back the hands of time and wish that somebody didn't sail away to calmer waters, right? Or maybe they wish you hadn't gone and done that. Or maybe they're trying to persuade you to not do that. I don't know. But Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody not wanting someone to move away to get to calmer seas. I don't know whether they see it as calmer seas or not, but either way, they either don't want you to go or wish you hadn't gone. Okay, Scorpio. We've got Five of Swords. This has come up for all the water signs, so you're in good company tonight. Actually, Cancer got it twice. Two different decks, right? Conflict, conflict, fighting, disruption, upheaval. This person way in the back, they're like literally crying in their fist. You know what I'm saying? Very upset. This person's walking right away dejected. This person's standing here arrogantly holding their swords that he took away from them. Like, ha ha! Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, your ass is mine. Uh-huh. Being all cocky and whatnot, right? Kind of competitive in a way. Probably this King of Wands, right? They're feisty anyway. This fire sign energy. The Wands. Very passionate king. Passionate about ruling, leadership, as fire signs are leaders naturally, right? And the wand is his passion. You know, whatever this king is passionate about, or it could just point to his own wand that, you know, I said he's very passionate, he or she is very passionate energy. So maybe they are king of their wand. got leaves growing on it though. And then, anyway, the crossing energy, which is major energy, is the Eight of Cups sideways, right? The Eight of Cups is, somebody walking away from what no longer serves them. She got on her, oh, this is not the Uggs. Okay, this is the other one. Okay. The other pictures, the person had on like red Uggs, red boots, and a red jacket. But this is somebody who's just walking away from something that no longer serves them, right? And the moon normally indicates, things that are unseen, secrets, lies, or whatever, concealed stuff. So maybe this person said, I've had enough of that, the secrets and all that other BS going on. I don't want that anymore for my life. I want the sun to shine, right? Things need to be illuminated. She put on her backpack and she walked away from 8 cups of emotion. And my friends, this caused a humongous tower. Remember we talked about the lady being impaled? Oh, I don't know if you watched my earlier ones for Pisces and Cancer, but the lady in the red skirt is impaled. She fell the wrong damn way. Spirit, you see this crown right here? The Holy Spirit made this tower crumble. They saw some mess, and they were like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna rock this. We're gonna rock this tower to the ground. Nah, we ain't having it. So tower. Three of Swords, upright, is, you see, I mean, it really doesn't need any explanation. I mean, who the hell wants to be stabbed in the heart, right? Not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times? Seriously? That's overkill. I'm just saying. But in the reverse, and so this is somebody who got stabbed in the heart, literally. This is somebody whose heart is healing from a broken heart, right? It may not be there 100%, right? But you can see, majority, like I would say like 75% of the heart is repaired. You just have this little part right here that still needs to come back together, But that's okay, because healing is a process, right? It doesn't happen overnight, especially, when your heart's involved. So somebody is either coming out of heartbreak, or they're really almost to the point where their heart is healed. And then we have the Hierophant, and this is earth energy. It could be Tarian energy, but this is somebody who is a spiritually aware person, like spiritually woke person, maybe a spiritually elevated person, right? You think the Dalai Lama, you think the Pope, right? When you think of highly evolved spiritual people, somebody who holds on to traditional religious beliefs. It could also be somebody, who is like a spiritual guru who doesn't use church doctrine or whatever. But it could also be traditions such as marriage, right? So, I don't know, maybe this tower happened and somebody walked away because their heart got broken. Maybe they were in a marriage, right? Maybe they were in a marriage or a commitment that felt like marriage. Yeah. Or maybe they're seeking higher counsel from spirit, right? because there's keys right there, 2 keys right at her feet, and that is her opening the keys to like the spirit world, right? More spiritually aware, co-creating, learning how to co-create. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like I need to. I really don't feel like I need to get into more of what happened in the story. It's pretty basic, you know what I'm saying? Like, evidently there was a commitment. Um, there was some conflict, right? Evident, obviously, with this King of Wands, maybe this King of Wands was using their wand a lot. I don't know what happened, but something happened so that a tower actually fell. This poor woman in this red skirt got impaled. That sucks. Somebody's heart got broken, but now it's healed. So that tells me that time has passed, right? There's been some time. And somebody is, like spiritually elevating in a way, or maybe this has to do with a marriage, right? Tradition, or maybe traditional beliefs. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Scorpio. You guys have been going through some things lately. I think everybody, a lot of the collectives have been going through things lately. It's just hasn't been a very easy time, hasn't been very easy at all. All right. So lastly, I am going to do the life path cards. And Holy Spirit, this is for the water signs. Give me 3 life path messages for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What do they need to know? What advice do they need to hear? What can edify their spirits today, Holy Spirit? Whoa. Need 2 more, Holy Spirit, please. What will... Oh, I hate it when that happens. What will guide these water signs into the next week? Okay, we're going to take those. I don't read these in reversals at all. Only tarot. All right, so let's read these really quickly, water signs, and then we'll be done. 28. Movement. You see that ostrich and he has like a little island on his back, and then you see the red balloon back there. It's called movement. And it's card 28, but added it's a 10, and 10 is all about completions of cycles, closing of chapters possibly, and starting a new chapter in life. All right. You are in a time of positive forward motion, water signs. This is the time for positive movement as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you can't remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry is, you will see your dreams take form and doors previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let it go and move forward on your ostrich. Very beautiful. Take a chance. Number 5 is goblins. Excuse me. I don't know if you can see that very well. 5 And you notice in all of the water sign readings today, there were fives, like, and fives pretty much across the board in tarot are about conflict, right? Conflict, chaos, competition, feeling left out in the cold. So, and none of those feel good, do they? Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self worth, self sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin card's appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, a signal that you must love yourself no matter, wait a minute, that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin message is that you must release resentments and negative self talk because within you is the spark of the divine. So please ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. Let go of the goblins. Let go of the conflict, the low self worth, feeling unlovable, right? You are lovable. God don't make no junk, right? And lastly, we have Ghostlands, number 17. 17 added is an 8, and 8 is, working your way to that 10, working your way to that 10, going through struggles, but still, trying to be triumphant, Ghostland. Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong one. Here we go. All right, guys, can you see that? It looks like a I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like a calendar, and it kind of looks like all the astrological signs in a circle, right? And part of a clock in a way, and it's frozen. That's all I got. All right, so Ghostlands, you can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and futures match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps forward towards a goal or a dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there. I'm sorry. I need to put my glasses on. It says not can you go back. It should be nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. So live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further further than the heart and soul can see. So I hope that some of these life path cards were helpful. I mean, and it definitely does relate back to the tarot energy that we pulled for all three of the water signs. Um, uh, Love and compassion to you, water signs. Some of you guys are going through some harsh times right now. I'm sending you love and compassion, and I ask that the collective also send you love and compassion as well. Okay, but keep moving forward. You can't live in the future. You can't live in the past. Be in the present moment. What's happening now? Because when you live in the past, it's already gone. And when you live in the future, what's about to happen, I don't know. What's going to happen? I'm trying to project everything. It's not here yet. And you're missing out on what's happening in your life right freaking now. Be present. Be mindful. Let go of that chaos and all that bullshit. Let it go. 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 Keep moving forward to be your best self. This is the year of manifestations, water signs. We are in new moon in Pisces. Manifestations. Write them down. Speak it out. Make vision boards. Whatever. Manifest yourself out of this freaking 5 goblin energy. All right. I love you guys, water signs. You're my peeps, okay? Love you. All right. Until we meet again. Arrivederci. Come back to my channel, Ascension 225, Tarot and Oracle. My name is Tracy. I'm your girl. I enjoy and appreciate doing these readings for y'all. And please like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me how you like it. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me if it resonates. Just tell me. All right, you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys. All right, take care, water signs. All right, take care.